Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and, of course, Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. And this evening with me, I have a very special guest. He goes by the name of Vern Rudolph. How you doing, my brother?
I'm okay, my brother. Thanks for having me, Mike. I really appreciate this. Really, I do.
So, I think it's
I'm
very
good.
important what you got to say. But, Vern, before we go any further, what I like to do, folks, is first of all, the Rudolph family is legendary in the New Bedford community, and I want to give a big shout out, props, praise to Mr. Brian Rudolph, Jason Baptiste, and Stephanie Houtman for being inducted recently into the New Bedford High Hall of Fame, which is a great honor and distinction. And I want to get that out before we go any further. So I'm going to give my props to them. It's an honor and a privilege, and I want to just give them my shout out. Now,
Yes.
folks,
Yeah.
I own the Rudolphs for 500 years. I done repped all their games, as you know. And
Yeah.
I was scrolling down through Facebook, and I saw my man Vern. Man, he comes on very enthusiastic. I mean, as you will see, and then he had some knowledge he wanted to relate to folks, specifically men. And I'm going to let him tell you his story, and we'll go from there. So, Mr. Vern Rudolph, let folks know a little bit about your history. Let them know about your journey. Let them know a little bit something before we get into the details.
Well, first of all, I'm 57 years old. I'm a father of two. I'm married. Uh, I work at I'm a longshoreman. I've been doing that for 16 years. We're now in the process of Local 1413 ILA. We are involved in the wind turbines in New Bedford. And I just have a story to tell that's going to it's going to help out a lot of men who are basically scared to hear that word, the finger. You know what I'm
I,
saying? But
I hit.
yeah, but basically before I was diagnosed, I was experiencing back pain and hip pain. I went to the ER twice, and I'm just thinking it out because I was working for Wallicker's moving company out of Wareham,
Mhm.
Massachusetts, and I was, moving furniture for 3 years. And the job was tough. So I had tested every kind of pain that I had to that. But in the process of working and doing this job, I got introduced to this product called Nugenics.
Mhm.
And I had been taking that for a long time. And it doesn't tell you on the bottle that at some point, in some way, someday, this product's going to cause you to have prostate cancer. So I mean, I'm jumping ahead, but when I finally went to the on my primary and got a physical, they gave me a blood test, and then a few days later, a few days later, calls me on the phone. He says, "Vern, I need you to come and see me." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, first of all, your testosterone level is through the roof, and your PSA is 545." And I'm like, "What's a PSA? I don't know what that is." So he says, "I'm gonna send you to an oncologist." Okay, so I go to the oncologist. He does the whole physical for me or whatever. He says, "We got to do a biopsy." First, he gives me the finger because they want to see the finger is only to see how many sides, because you have two sides to your prostate. So they want to see if the prostate's inflamed on both sides. Mine, fortunately, was. I have an aggressive form of prostate cancer. So when we did the biopsy, we did a PET scan, and then once that was done, we found out that it got out. So at some point, if you can catch the prostate cancer in the prostate, you can take out the prostate. Then you're all set. But mine got out, so it got into my neck. It attacks bone first before it goes to the fleshy part. So it got into my neck, my middle back, my hip, my shoulder blade, my coccyx bone, and my where else did it go? I had it written down. It was 2019. It was in my back, my hip, my neck, my lymph nodes. Uh, I needed chemo. They wanted me to go for chemo quickly because basically that's the way it looked. On after the X-rays and all that, it looked like, yeah, I'm going to be out of here sooner than later. So, but me being me, since it's my cancer, I'm gonna treat it like my cancer. So I opt out of doing the chemo. I haven't done any chemo and I won't because there's no way you can tell me that destroying the whole body helps the body, and that's what chemo does, destroys the body. So and it's just that, and it all adds up to taking a testosterone boosting agent. Even if you go to the doctor and they give you a testosterone shot to get your testosterone levels up, you need to be monitored because if you're not monitored, now this is what happens. That's the body's way of telling you stop taking it. Don't do it no more. But I wasn't hearing that, and I've had my wife tell me, "Hey, stop taking it. It's not FDA approved.
Just
Anything you buy,
mhm,
yeah, anything you buy, GNC, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, anything to do with bodybuilding, it's a hoax. It's a fugazi. It's just something. And you see these guys on the bottle. Oh, that's
mhm.
not real. That's not real. They're taking steroids, but my point being is that anything to do with messing with your hormones, I had doctors tell me when I told them I was taking that, he said immediately stop and you never play with your hormones. And it all because of this product. And it's funny that before they took notice to me of harassing them online, every time I saw their ad, I would give them hell on it. Like this stuff's no good, man. Don't take it. It's gonna kill you. Blah blah blah. And now finally it come to the point where I can't get an ad on my phone. Okay, they wiped basically, and I take that as I'm doing my job because now you know that I know what you're doing to other people. So if any guy goes and all of a sudden he finds out, hey, I got prostate cancer. What? How's that? But you think about it's lifestyle, drinking, just the foods we eat, the atmosphere. But putting something like that in your body without it being tested, and if you got somebody in a room who says, "Hey, if I mix this with that, I could put this label on it and say it does that," and all you have to do, and GNC and all these places that are claim health and fitness are slowly but surely destroying men. Because I see a lot of young guys go in my doctor's office from, but I don't ask because that's not my business. Your cancer is your cancer. My
Mhm.
cancer is my cancer, and I'm going to deal with it how I deal with it. But the point I'm making is eugenics needs to be stopped. Anybody who's making or selling these products on the market, you're killing us. All for a buck. That's the way I look at it. It's all for a buck, and it was like wow. And it's like soon as I started putting pressure on them, now I can't find the ad on my phone that's promoting their stuff. You got Frank Thomas doing it, Doug
I was
Flutie, all these. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So man, especially me being me, I always consider myself an alpha male forever. Yeah, I'll be 90 years old. I'm gonna be an alpha male. You know what
we
I'm
know that.
saying? And
We already know that.
yeah, yeah, thank you. So like you know me for 101 years. So it's just
Brother,
now I'm just like it's not. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, no. Uh, we know about Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie is about my age. Frank Thomas is about my age. And when I saw the
Yep.
product, I was like, man, I'm getting a little older right now. I'm trying to get in shape. I'm trying to do the right damn
Yep.
thing. Doug Flutie's
Yep.
from Framingham. I went to Framingham State. I'm like, brother, gotta be legit. And I took it for about a month. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's what really got me interested in what you were saying because, damn, what if I kept taking that? You know what I mean? I might
Yeah.
be in the same.
Yeah. And that's the end result. That's the end result is the prostate cancer. They don't tell you that. They do not tell you that. They didn't say that on the bottle. Only thing it tells you on the bottle is if you're taking any other medications, like something like medications from the doctor, you should talk to him before you take that product. And I wasn't taking no medications at the time. So just like you say, if I see Frank Thomas, I see Doug Flutie, they're taking this stuff. Okay, let me try it. So I was taking this stuff as soon as it hit the market. I was taking it because my job was physical. My job now is physical. Being a longshoreman is
Right.
is physical. So you want to keep that edge because everybody's watching, especially when you're in a job where where you're getting paid a large sum of money. They want to make sure that you're able and physically fit to do this job. And that was my point. Plus, I was going to the gym, and it was like, I'm going to do something. I'm getting old. I'm 57, so I want to do something. And I started taking this in 2019. That's when I got diagnosed. 2019. So that's how long I've had this prostate cancer. 2019. I remember it was 2 days before Thanksgiving, and that's the diagnosis I got when I went there. And I
I
have my world's been shook ever since.
I know. Brother, take the viewers through the process of when you started feeling, I guess, worse, and then going to your doctor visits. Let the folks know what you have to have had to go through in order to be where you're at right now. Let folks know what's really going on.
Well. First, when I first started getting these back pains, it was like knocking the wind. I was in Disney World, Disneyland. Me and my wife and my son, we was out there, and I got this pain in my back and middle back, and it felt like it was knocking the wind out of me. So it went away. Okay, now fast forward, we're in New Bedford. I'm home. Now my hip is hurting me to the point where aspirin's not making the pain go away. Heating pad not making it go away. So I go to the hospital here in New Bedford, and they said there's nothing. They gave me one of those cortisone type of shot deals there. Pain went away, good. About a few hours later, I'm back at the emergency room again. They took an X-ray this time, didn't see anything. So cool, that goes away. Now you go to the physical. My wife's everybody takes physicals. I'm in the gym. I'm healthy. I'm fit. I'm not cool. So finally, I go get the physical and the blood test, and then that's all she wrote. So now it's a process now of the things I do to keep my PSA down. I take a PSA. It helps you. It's a combination of uh, turmeric and pomegranate oil. They sell
Okay.
it at the natural health food store. I just started taking that. I do celery juice, beet juice, uh, RSO. It's a concentrate of it's marijuana broken down to oil. It's made by a man, Rick Simpson. He had skin cancer, and he made this medicine and put it on his face. Went away. And this has been my regimen. Plus the pills they take, you have to take a testosterone blocker. So because basically prostate cancer is made by your prostate. It's just keeps repeating cells over and over and over and over and over and over until they start coming out to form. Now you start getting the cancer, and that's what mine was doing essentially because I was overfeeding it with testosterone boosting like eugenics. That's the stuff I was taking. And now it's a process of just keeping my PSA down. So I have to do the things like I won't do chemo. I refuse to do that. I will not. That's why I think I haven't had any problems as far as hospitalization because of the cancer. None of that. It's been basically knock on wood. It's been smooth sailing, so to speak. Now the process I go through not in the next 2 months, I have to go through labs. I have to do that every 2 months. That's the worst part of it for me because here's where we go, where we find out if my numbers are moving up again, creeping, and I just have to stay positive. I try to, it's a hard pill to swallow because everything now, like the pills I take for to keep my testosterone level gone, is caused me to be not. They don't call it steroids. It's called where you're basically medically castrated. That's what they call it. Because back in the old days, when you had prostate cancer, they took your testicles off because that was making the testosterone. So testosterone in your body fuels this cancer. So it's a struggle every day for the last. I'm going on almost 7 years now with this. Getting ready 6 7 years now. Yeah, and it's been a struggle. It's been a hard struggle. And it's my wife. She's, oh, we can sue them. I don't want no money from you. I got a good job. My wife owns a business, Clarity Emotion. It's a massage parlor out in in Lakeville, we do well. So I don't want your money. I want to save other men from going through this. This is hell. It's hell every day. It's like, wow, was I that bad in life for me to get this? And it weighs heavy on you because a lot of things are different now. My life is different. I don't plan too far ahead anymore. Because you never know if this stuff runs wild. Like if I take one break, say if I say, you know what, I want to get I want to be affectionate with my wife. I want to do things that men and women do, and I want to start taking my pills for a little while. No sooner I let off, that boy's coming. He gonna come back with a vengeance, and that's when they get you. And so I have to be vigilant. I have to make sure don't get me wrong. I'm not a priest. I don't, you know, I eat bad, but I still do my little things that I'm supposed to do. That's going to keep the inflammation and keep my PSA down. And it's just a struggle every day. And I got a good wife. That's what makes it even better. My wife, she takes care of me. She's the one that found all these remedies that are online that other people are doing, and it's just, hey, like I said, it's just a struggle every day. And I just want eugenics stuff. I don't care about your money. I don't want it. I've never been a guy who sits around waiting for a lawsuit. I don't do that. I want you to start doing what you're doing because I can promise you this. If nobody gets anything off of this podcast and your show, that this is a serious issue. And it's not just taking gym stuff, just men's health, period. Like it's not a big deal. It, you know, it's not like I said before. It starts with a blood test. That's where it stops. Now, if they say your PSA, my PSA was 545. The average PSA is supposed to be zero point 0.6 to zero point 0.7. At my age, that's where it should be. You know what I mean? Anything after that, that means there's a problem. Anything after what that is, if you start getting 1.5, 2.5, then right then and there that it's a prostate issue. That's how I knew because my PSA, and that's how they knew that was right what it was because the PSA was high. So I
And
mean,
Vern,
as
I've
far
been
as
checking you out, of course, and you had mentioned you try to contact them. Let the viewers know how that turned out.
well, what happened was when I was leaving them on their little ads on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok,
Hmm.
somebody contacted and they wanted to ask me, well, we done studies and da 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 da, and I don't know why you have what? Wait a minute. You're not. You don't try to use your scare tactics on me or try to bully me. I bully bullies. I don't get bullied. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And
We know
it's
that.
just
We
it's
already
just
know that.
it's yeah. It's just don't try to run game on me and try to blame me for what's going on. Don't blame me. You put this in a bottle and said that it's gonna make me feel better. It's gonna make me work harder, stronger, faster. And don't
Right.
forget, like Frank Thomas always says, she'll love it too. Come on, man. Stop
Right. Right.
it. And you know what? And that's the part that got me.
I ain't gonna
She'll
lie.
love,
Me too.
she'll love it too.
I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
100.
thank you. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we went up here bullshit. Let's keep it 100. When you said that to me, Frank Thomas, I said, "Oh yeah, she'll love it too." Well, here we go. But it's just, and it's like I said, it's not just about the eugenics. It's just about men taking care of themselves and don't be afraid of the doctor. I was a big guy. I was scared. I didn't like to go to the doctor. Now that I know what the capabilities of these people, you just have to advocate for yourself. Because from the beginning, they wanted to stick me with the needle and give me the chemo. And it was right from the rip. I went to Dana Farber. They said the same thing. That was my second opinion. I wanted another opinion on how other ways to fight this without breaking me down to nothing to build me back up. I can't see that. And that's every time I talked to a doctor about that, that was the first thing I said. If you can explain to me how halfway killing me with poison helps me, then hey, I'm all for it. And guess what? All I heard was crickets in the room because you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You're not gonna bust me down to fix me. I never heard of anything like that in my life. So you beat somebody up with chemicals and then you're gonna be better. No, you're gonna get worse. You're gonna get worse. And I wasn't gonna give them that opportunity to take me out before I got to do what I need to do. Because now I have a purpose. My purpose is not only to talk about what people, the drugs and things that these people say are good for us, and I don't want to see any man who's just even living life right and not doing anything. Make sure you stay on your physicals, stay on your blood test. Let them know that this is what I want. Doctor says, "Oh, you don't need that." Well, wait a minute. I'm not asking you if I need it. I want it. You take me a blood test and you find out what my PSA is. Because if you say, they say, "Oh, you don't need it," you'll say, "Okay, I don't need it." You know what I'm saying? Now years go by, here you go. And that was me. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't need it. I'm in the gym, I'm taking Nugenics, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm working, I'm just doing me, taking care of my family. And sure that's wow. This was a knockback. It knocked me back for a loop. And then we had pandemic. That kept me in the house. I ballooned up. I was almost go pushing on, getting close to 300 pounds from just depression and going through the things I had to go through to uncertain, being uncertain with if I'm still going to be here. Sometimes I have to tell my wife, hey, you know what? I like that, we talk about things, but am I going to be here for this? Am I, that's yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I have to go through every single day because the company who put this thing in a bottle decided it was okay to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? And get everybody like the old snake oil salesman. You know what I mean? This will kill you. All you got to do is take it, but you don't know what the hell it is. What's in that capsule? I know now, and what bothers me the most about all that, Mike, is that people in my life that cared for me and loved me were telling me, stop taking that stuff. It's not FDA approved. Now I'm saying, well, GNC is selling it, CVS is selling it, Walgreens is selling it,
Yep.
Walmart. Then why isn't it healthy if they're selling it? And this the thing that kills me about the drugstores is this: you promote helping and healing people, but on the side, you're making side deals with the devil, and you're taking unproven, like not FDA approved products, and you're placing them in your store, and people are buying them. That's the problem I have with that because nobody I believe from what I was told. You can quote me on it, doesn't matter. I don't care. Is that they have there's no regulations for these guys that do these big five. There's no regulations. Like I said, if I wanted to make a product and say this is what it does for you, if I get the commercializing and the TikToks and all that to put that in your face, wow, TV, wow, you're gonna bite. I bit, and now I'm getting bit, and it's just boggles my mind. I always think to myself, I did this to myself. I did this to myself, but then again, I can't think of it that way because there's a lot of things I've done that I shouldn't have done, but I done it anyway. So now it's just to move past it and try to make sure somebody doesn't make that mistake that I made. It's taking anything you see in GNC, you go ask them, has that been FDA approved? All of a sudden, they won't talk to you.
Yep. There
And
you
they'll be
go.
like, are you going to buy something or what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have yeah, that's what they're going to say to you. Just what they're going to say to you. Because if you look at any of them bottles, none of that stuff is FDA approved. None of it. Even the protein shake, all that stuff, the powdered, that's all garbage. All you need is food. Food. That's it. Food. It took me a little while to figure that. Even not having PSA, my body doesn't make any testosterone. I mean, for me to make testosterone is for me it's a death sentence because now my body, the testosterone will fuel this cancer to grow and move on to wherever it wants to go. So my object in life for the rest of my life is to make sure my PSA and my testosterone level stays low. This doesn't go, even if it moves a little bit, it's there goes my numbers. My numbers start going up, start moving again. Although they started to go up a little bit, but like I said, I started getting this new thing. This is my doctor told me, Dr. Anderson. He told me go get the turmeric and the pill that they sell at the health food store. As soon as I walked in, the guy explained my situation that I can't have anything that's gonna cause me to get testosterone or cause my testosterone to rise. He says, no, I got the perfect stuff for you, and it's money back guaranteed. Money back guaranteed. And I was like, I'm on my, I want to say my fourth bottle now, my fourth bottle. And I saved all the other ones. I threw them away because as soon as I went for my PSA, he said, you know what, Vern, it's going down. And he goes, what are you doing? I said, that pomegranate oil and that turmeric pill you told me to get. He goes, oh, you went and got it? Yeah, of course I did. It's natural. It's you know what I mean? Turmeric's in everything. Turmeric stops inflammation. It stops all these. Just it's just a I'm just lucky to still be able to my wife. I thank her for it because if it wasn't for her pushing me to get that physical, I think quite frankly, he told me another year without being tested, I would have been going. Definitely, definitely. He said that because he was scared for me when he seen it. He says, Vern, your PSA is 545. Usually that means it's terminal. I'm like, what? And now I'm crying. And my wife's crying. She's like, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I get it out of me? He's like, well, unfortunately, we can't do anything for you now because it got out the prostate. It was aggressive because of the stuff I was that eugenics. That's why it was so aggressive. Like it's just I don't wish this on anybody, not even an enemy. I wouldn't even wish this on because you can't you can't plan too far ahead. You can't. And I just want men to stay on your job. Your job is you. If you got family, kids, that's your job. Staying here and staying around for them. Getting them to the cross finish line. Then you can go do what you need to do. Pass on, retire, whatever. Long as you get those people you care for and love cross that finish line to wherever they're your kids, wherever, it's just
All right, Graham, first of
wow.
all, blessing to your wife. God bless her for helping you
Yeah,
out.
I bless her every day.
Give her props and everything. But now I'm going to play devil's advocate because we got people
You know,
who, and thank God, my show's becoming pretty popular, and this is going to be viewed by quite a
that's
few
great.
people, my brother, and not because
Hell
of me,
yeah.
but because of my guests. And I'm going to play devil's advocate. Okay, that happened to
Okay.
Vern. Conn, he might be BSing, you know what I mean? Hey, maybe I should still take it. I'm 18 years old, 19 years old. I'm getting ready to go, football and sports. And shoot, this might be a way to get me, bigger, stronger, more physically fit. What the hell they talking about? What's your comeback, bro?
My comeback is if you didn't just listen to everything that was just said just now as a listener, for what I just said to you about this product and everything else. First of all, at 18, it shouldn't need anything. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
At
True that.
18,
True that.
when the wind blows, it was hot. You know what I mean? Now, you know what I'm saying? Come on, it's like come on. You're 18, you don't need that. You don't need any of that stuff. It's just for an 18-year-old that would come to me and say something like that to me, I would say, look what I'm going through. Look exactly what I'm going through. You don't pay for it now. You pay for it later. Pay for it later. And that's how it is for me now. I was doing what I had to do, working hard and wow, this stuff is great. It's great. Awesome. I feel good. I don't, I wasn't as sore and all, then all of a sudden, boom, here we go. My thing to some of the 18 years old is listen to what I'm telling you because I'm going through it. I'm going through it. And I don't have no reason to lie or against anything because I'm not that type of dude. If I don't, if there's a problem with you, I'll we'll go straight. We can talk about it or we could do whatever. But my thing is this: with this here, I'm passionate with it. I just I I can't say any more than what I've said. If you can't take this story from what I'm going through as far as that, and you want to go to that medicine cabinet, turn that ball and put those two pills in your hand and take them every day, go ahead. Go ahead. Just remember, I told you so.
And Vern,
I
you put
told
out a
you so.
video
I warned you.
when you were getting that needle, and I mean, if that don't say what it is,
Yeah,
nothing will.
that, yeah, and it's before I used to get it in the cheek. I used to get it in the ass, and
Damn.
now, no, my ass cheek. Yeah, now it's like, and now because they changed it up. It's the insurance. It's cheaper to give it to me in the stomach. So that's the pain I got to go through. The needle doesn't bother me. It's the medicine that bothers me. That's the pain. That's the pain right there. And I mean, that hurts. It knocks you back. And you gotta, when she gives me the needle, she's already left the room. I'm still sitting there, like going through because you just feel this intense burning. And then now, for the whole day, I can't do anything but can't go to the gym. I can't work because it needs time for that. Because now I got a bubble there. We don't want that bubble to pop. That's the medicine. So it slowly works its way into your skin. Yeah, yeah. This is what I go through. Like, you know what I mean? It's I haven't switched my arm up yet. It's always the right arm. This time I was sure burnt. I've been doing this with these nurses and doctors for a little while with them. So it's like they're like some family to me. My doctor, Dr. Caminiti, great doctor. He's been with me through this whole thing, and he's like just the best dude in the world. I mean, the best dude. And he's one of those doctors that come in. He talks to you like you want to be talked to. He knows what you're going through. He doesn't try to, hey, or some of the doctors want to do video calls. This doctor wants you in his office. He wants to sit down with you. He sees me, gets upset, comes, he hugs. He sees what I'm going through. I'm sure he sees with other patients, but I think between me and him, it's just different. A lot of dudes that are going in there are way old. They're in their 70s. When I first got diagnosed, they was like, "You're too young for this." And then when they found out what I was taking, the lady's like, the doctor called, the nurse called. She says, your PSA is 545, Vern, and your testosterone level is through the roof. And I said, duh. I told you I was taking testosterone boosting stuff. That's when the doctor called me, get on the phone, stop taking that. Stop taking it. And then I knew right from there, that's the problem. And he said, never play with your hormones. Even going to the doctor, get in the shot. We have to regulate you, have to watch you because that's the price you pay when you're putting testosterone into injecting it in you, not your body making it. That's the price you pay from overload. It's just body can't handle it. And that's the end result of me taking gym stuff to you know keep myself looking sharp and I don't want to get old.
And
I
neither,
don't
neither
want
do
to
I.
get
But
old,
Vern,
but
let me ask you another question. You know,
yeah.
is there anything that I didn't ask you, or is there anything that hey, Conn didn't ask me? Maybe I want to, give some more information. Is there anything that maybe I didn't ask that maybe because of lack of knowledge or ignorant or whatever I am? I'm kind of few things, but it could
No,
it be because of that, or maybe something that, hey man, I really wanted to get something across to the men who be watching this because it's a sports talk show, and I guess a lot of our viewers, of course, are men and young men
yeah.
as well. So I want to make sure that whatever you need to get across to the viewers, I want to make sure that you say what you need to say because that's why I wanted you on my show. Because even though it's a sports show, for me, it's about having guests that make an impact. And from what you just told me, you're going to make an impact on the viewers. So, is there anything that I did not ask, or is anything that you want to get out there for the viewers to see? And also, if people who are watching that want to get in touch with you, how can they get in touch with you to find out what's going on? Maybe they're experiencing some symptoms. Maybe something's going on with them. And, folks, Vern's been fitness fanatic, always ripped to the bone. So he would know. If there's anyone you should listen to, it's him. So is there anything that maybe I didn't ask, or maybe something I didn't ask, or maybe you want to get out there?
Pretty much. Pretty much, I believe we touched on everything I touched on when I was diagnosed in 2019. The things I was doing before that, I was taking energetics. It's just if you feel like you're tired or You're not feeling yourself. If you call your doctor and see what he says first before you go and try to diagnose yourself. That's how I got caught in the trap. I diagnosed myself. If I wasn't, I felt like I wasn't performing the way I should be performing at work. You know what I'm saying? Or I felt like I wasn't performing the way I was performing with my wife. So here we go. These outside entities that throw these snake oil things in your face. And you sit there, and I say, you know what? That's going to help me be a better me, then I'm going to take it. Don't do it. Don't do anything regarding testosterone boosting. Don't do it. Call your doctor. Call him, or call, even if you don't, just call. If you don't have a primary care doctor, go to emergency or not go to emergency. Go to the walk-ins and just say, hey, listen, I'm not feeling myself, and I like to get a blood test just to see what my PSA is. Don't let them say, well, we really don't need that. No, this is what I want. I want you to test my blood to see what's going on in my body, and the blood tells everything. The blood tells everything. Tells you like if you when you're not right, and that's how I knew. That's how I found out when from a simple blood test. That's it. I'm just asking guys, stay on your game because only you can save you. And now, as far as me, now to me it's even more of a fight to survive, not just surviving life. I have to survive my own body. I got to stay on. I got to be on point at all times. If I'm not, then if I slip one time, this we're not having this conversation. I just want everybody to be aware, especially men. Be aware of your health. Be on that. You have to, especially now. I'm not 57. I also saved my once I got diagnosed. I got past that. My brother Sean, he also got diagnosed. He listened to me.
Oh,
My 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 yeah. My best friend Kevin Rose, same thing. Same thing. And he went after I got diagnosed. I called all these people that I care for that are in my world. I called them and said, hey, I just got diagnosed with prostate cancer, man. Go check it out. We're all about the same age. And sure as shit, my brother Sean diagnosed prostate cancer. He was lucky. Kevin was lucky also. It was in their prostate. So they got it in time. So, it's just man. So in a sense, I believe I saved two legs. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but there are guys who will listen. And I hope everybody that's watching this show will listen. Listen, I'm not kidding. You can't sit up there and say it won't happen to you because I was that guy. It won't happen to me. That won't happen to me. I never thought I would be in this a million years talking about me having prostate cancer or any type of cancer at all. I just didn't see that. I couldn't see it. I still don't see it. I'm still like bugged out about it. Like me, me. Like, and now like I said before. I'm fighting two things now. Fighting to survive as far as living life, and now I gotta fight with my body. Keep him in line, so to speak.
I hear
You
you,
know.
man, and blessings to you as well. So, give the viewers a little bit of, I guess, your daily life and your daily regimen as we speak right now.
Well, my daily life is I get up. At first I'm a longshoreman, so I'm on call from 7 in the morning till 3:30 in the port of New Bedford. So what I do is I get up. I have to take my pills. My what is this? A Betatron? It's a crazy name. It's wait, hold on. I had my wife write me notes and I didn't go by none of them. I was taking yeah. Let me get back to where I was. Okay, I started taking Lupron shots and Pocodamine pills for about a year later, and then it started to stop working because they say the cancer gets smart. It outsmarts the medicine. So what we had to do, then we ended up changing it due to the cancer finding a new way to grow. So we took the start. Now I'm on Zytiga and prednisone and a Lupron shot. The Lupron shot I get every month, and the pills, the Zytiga, I have to take that every day. And the prednisone is for to protect my organs because if I was to get like radiation, I couldn't get radiation because where the cancer is, it's not on the back of my spine. It's like in the front of my spine where all my organs are. Because believe me, that was one of the options that I was going to take. So it's not like it's easy to get to if it starts to grow again. It's in there. It's in the wrong spot. If it was on the back part, like where your spine is on the outside, if it was there, cool. But it's on the other side. It's because we thought about radiation and they said we can't because it's in your organs where your back is, so you can't do nothing about it but get it down. And as soon as I started getting on the pills, the medicine they was getting stopped from making testosterone. My PSA went down like this. Boom. Then I knew it was from Nugenics. That's how I knew. As soon as they put me on their medicine to block my testosterone from being made. Now you're talking about I get from the shot and the pills. It's a mind screw. Believe me, because now you're not feeling in your head you're not feeling a man because now it's taking it's your mojo. It's taking your juice. Testosterone is a powerful thing for a man. Helps you grow hair. Helps you get up in the morning. Helps you burn fat while you sleep. It's everything to a man. It's like almost like taking a woman's estrogen. It's the same thing. And I get hot flashes. It's crazy. I could be sitting here all of a sudden I'm pouring sweat. It's from the medicine because it's shutting down my testosterone. So it's hard to get erections. It's just hard. Everything's hard now. Lucky, thank God, I got a woman who's stood by me. Because I tell you right now, most women won't. I'm gonna be honest. Because you're losing a part of him. It's not no more. It's not intimacy. There's not that intimacy anymore. It's because the pills you're taking now that they give you, it blocks that from your brain. So my brain now is thinking of a 90-year-old man that doesn't want sex anymore because of my testosterone being stopped. But I still have, that's what surprises my doctors. He's like, I just don't get it. This is the worst part of this cancer journey I'm going through is taking these pills. And it's like, I show him the work I do. He's like, you're still doing work like that. You are. It's like he goes, they talk about you, Vern. I'm like, what? He goes, like, what? I said, well, is it good or bad? He goes, no, they're just like, wow, the things you're doing. I'm still holding a little muscle mass. A lot when this pill, once they shut you down, your testosterone, I'm telling you, I had people talking to me. I thought, telling me to kill myself. I'm telling you, when I first started taking this medicine, it's shutting your juice down. It's shutting everything that makes you a man down. And that's the part that gets you. If you ain't got the stones for it, if you ain't got the mindset, you're gonna do something stupid to yourself. And I don't care who says it, who disagrees with me, but this is what I was going through in my mind. And I said, wake up and think there was people in my room. I would think that the Grim Reaper was actually at me. Like I wake up and screaming. My wife, what's the matter? You don't see him? You don't see him? He's here. I'm like, she's like, what are you talking about? Forget it. Sometimes she doesn't understand because I don't understand what's happening to me. So this is my process through starting to get my PSA, start to shut down my testosterone. So it was a hard, and that's why I love my wife so much. It was a hard process. Any woman, some women, these new age women nowadays, they're all about the quick fix, the satisfaction of what you could do for me today. My wife has never been about that because from day one, she's never been about that. I wasn't I didn't have this our longshoremen. Our local in New Bedford, we didn't start getting all this great work until we started this wind turbines. I was running the Providence for about 5-6 years on the road, Providence, Davisville, doing my longshoreman work, all while I'm fighting cancer. My doctor said, I don't know how you're still doing this because the medicine we're giving you should knock you down. Like, I don't see it. And I said, well, what is that, a good thing or a bad thing? He said, that's a good thing because most people just lay down and die. And it's in a sense, because once you stop, that's what happened to me in the beginning. That's what happened to me in the beginning. Then the pandemic came, that was even worse because now I can't move, I can't go nowhere, and it was just like whatever, whatever. And it's just going through all this while trying to it's just it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I think I'm coming out on the good side of it, not the bad side. Thank God, thank God. I
Praise
thank
God.
Him every day,
Praise God.
every day. The I praise Him because I was always a lost soul. Mike. I used to run these streets in New Bedford hard, like like I didn't care. You know what I mean? Like and I guess, and I thank Him for that too, because I made it through the storm. I made it through a lot of storms, and here's another storm He's placed in front of me, and I think I'm rolling through it just fine.
Yes, you are. You
I
know
think
something?
that's what I think anyway.
Exactly. I look forward to your morning post. I enjoy it. I mean, I look forward to that. That makes my
Yeah,
day.
I had one
For real,
today.
family. And
Yeah, hell yeah.
now
Thank
knowing what
you,
you've
thank
gone
you.
through and what you've been going through, how the hell do you do that? I mean, you still keep
Hey,
your head up. You keep how? I don't
I
think I
got
could
him.
do it. For real.
CV, eh, CV Power, the power of Vern Rudolph Senior. That's how I stay true. The power of my daddy. You know what I mean? I believe he's up there. Him, my grandmother, my
Absolutely.
grandfather, my Uncle
Absolutely.
Richie, my Uncle Gerald, everybody. They're up there.
Ah,
They're up there. My Uncle Richie, God rest him. They're up there, and hey, leave my nephew be for now. He's doing what he's supposed to be
absolutely.
doing. My I know my grandmother's like he's not getting in trouble anymore. Yeah, hey, you got to grow up someday. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir,
took me
man.
a little
Hey,
while, but
now
I got it. You know what I mean?
you got it. You damn right you got it, man. And I'm proud of you,
Yeah,
man,
took me a
to,
little
to keep
while.
your head up and going through
Thank
what
you.
you're
I
going
appreciate it.
through.
I'm
Again,
glad you
blessings
had
to
me
your
on
wife.
this.
It's a
Yeah,
hey.
she's at work. Well, we owns her business, so she's at work right now. She's probably closing up. So
Hey, you want to promote her
and Mike, I
business?
also want to thank you.
Promote
Yeah,
her
I
business.
got
Go
it.
ahead, promote
Wait,
her.
hold on. Hold on. Let me get a car. Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
That's why I
Here we
love doing
go.
the show. You know what I
Here
mean,
we
folks?
go.
This is why I love doing it.
Hell yeah. Here I am. I'm back. It's called Clarity Emotion Therapeutic Massage and Spa. It's in Lakeville, 328 Bedford Street, New Bedford, Lakeville, Mass. And it's you Google it. We built this from the ground up, floor everything. My wife, I'll tell you what, man. My wife is something else. I thank the Lord I met this woman. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has their trials and tribulations, but man, this woman, man, I'm telling you, man. I look at her, I was like, damn, I love you, man. I told her time we was in the dispensary. That's where I get my medicine for this cancer here, and where now I'm looking at even the lady that served me in the cat. I wave at her. Hi, beautiful. The lady goes, you know her? I said, yeah, that's my wife. She goes, tells her, oh, is he so cute? Look at him. That's his wife out there. Like, I love her to death, man. And that's what bothers me the most because she said to me one time, she goes, when I was at work, I worked a night, not at night, but it was late at night when I got home. She goes, you know something? She goes, you're a power, your aura is something in this house, but you're not here. It's quiet. You're usually rah rah. You know what I mean? When you're not here, and that right there, it made me feel good, but it also scared me because what I got. You know what I'm saying? It scared me. So to me, everything is a rush. We want to buy a new house. I'm gonna bust my tail to get to her. She's busting her tail. If I can do that in life to set my wife up and me her together, buy a nice big home for her, and I can do that for her before this thing does me, then I've done my job and I'm happy with life. You know what I mean? I am truly because she deserves it. Because putting up with a boy, Mike, I'm telling you, man, I've been like, wow. I want to say I've been lucky. I've been lucky. And I'm also lucky that we contact and I'm on your show. Man, listen, this has been like a joy for me. I was nervous at first, but then I see your face. I know it's all right. I got new face on my side. You
You know we're gonna be all right. But Vern, again,
yes,
you know,
sir. Yes, sir.
I love doing my sports show, but to me, what's most important to me, as I said, is making an impact. And you've definitely made an impact. And I guarantee the viewers who tune in, whether it be live today or because I'm gonna post this all over the goddamn place. They're going to be viewing this and
Yeah,
they're going to make an
yeah.
impact, and that's more important to me than sports, basketball, or whatever. This is life, and I love you. I love your
Yeah, this
family.
is
All right,
life,
now I
man.
got
It's
to
real
talk
life.
about all that, but
Thank you.
I just want to thank you so much for coming up because a lot of people don't want to talk about themselves and reveal themselves the way you just did. And that takes strength in your self confidence in
Yeah, and
yourself.
that's hard for me because
And
I'm.
then, and you told me something like, I want to save lives. And I'm like, let's do it. And we did the damn thing, my brother. We did it. Is there anything else? We gotta hit the
Hell
road.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I could talk to you for 8 hours. But is there anything I'm sure you're busy.
I know, right now.
I gotta get ready for my other shows. But is there anything that you want to leave
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
No
viewers
doubt.
with?
I just want to let guys know, let the men know of that are on this platform that are watching this show. Is to stay woke. You know what I mean? Stay woke and heed my warning, brothers. Heed my warning, and we are brothers, all of us. We're brothers. You know what I mean? Do not, do not play with your hormones. I can't stress that enough. You can't do it if you're feeling a little low and you feel like your energy level's down. Drink some coffee,
I
or
hear you.
call your doctor and sit down and have a chat with them. And please do not take Nugenics. Anything that says we're going to boost your testosterone is bad. Is bad. I heard that from my own doctor. Bad, bad. And Nugenics, I told you I was going to be on a radio show today. And my man, Mike Conn Man, he got me there. I told you I was going to come back to you. Told you. I told you.
Hey,
Start making it. I don't want your money. Start making it.
hey, you did more than
That's
than
all I
I
have to
even
say.
imagined. And folks, I hope y'all tune in. I'll be posting it anyway. Again, I want to thank you for those who have tuned in to my show, Sports Corner with the Conn Man on the Sports Wave Network. I want to thank my producer, Key Williams, and Jake Silver, and the whole network for allowing me the platform to do other things besides just sports. Because again, I want to make an impact, and through the guests that I have, like Vern, like Ash Ondorf last week, and all the other guests that I continue to have, hopefully they'll make an impact on saving lives. And you know, I'm at the age right now. I've lost so many good friends. I'm not getting any younger, so this is my
Man,
mission, and I'm gonna keep doing the goddamn thing the way I feel I was meant to do. So, Vern, again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on my show and keeping
thank
it
you.
up. But that's how you've always been anyway.
Thank
So,
you.
again,
Yes,
folks,
sir.
thank you all for
Got to.
tuning in.
Only I know.
Sports Comment on the Sports Wave Network. And, you have an open invitation on my show. Uh, Update us. Let us know what's going on in your world, in your life. You have
Oh,
an
I
open
definitely
invitation,
will.
my brother.
I'm coming on your platform. Definitely coming on your platform to let you know any updates. If my PSA rises, hey, if I'm in the hospital bed, I'm gonna come to your show. And if that don't show you how I care and feel about the brothers of this world, my friend, anybody, it's just we gotta look out for one another because they're not. They'll keep feeding us the bull. If you keep eating it, they'll keep serving it. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Folks, I can't
Y'all
say
have a
any
good
better.
night.
Have a good night, y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. God bless. Thank you, Brian. Love you, my brother.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Love you too, bro. Thank you.